The second thing which I would like to talk about is on our order engine, which you have just seen a couple of minutes back, that we had three accounts. And the good thing is the fund manager, you have to put this on virtual machine on Amazon Web Services, because more accounts you have, more RAM it will need. So you need to get into something like an elastic configuration scenarios. In Amazon Web Service, they call it as EC2. So as you are opening up all these accounts, it takes more RAM. So around early morning before the trading hours at around 8:30 or so, if you have like 200 accounts, you should open it up around 2 hours ahead of time. But the good news is the fund manager or any human being do not need to touch it at all. That's the good part of it. So that's exactly the idea of automation with artificial intelligence is all about. So we will get to more details later on as you become a member of our club and start using it. But these configurations have different results. So the point here I'm trying to make is, since there are no emotion, everything is used by a machine. Configuration drives the returns. Configuration drives the risk. So as I had just explained earlier, that a guy who is little aggressive is using little bit more risk factors, which was higher than the guy which was the third guy. He was very conservative. So if you see at the end of the day, from his 252, if we do a calculation on the percentage, say he made around 1911 divided by, I'm taking a rough estimate. Uh, his original investment was 252,665, if I'm not wrong. Uh, 250, I think it was 250. See, in the previous example, the first guy who was very aggressive, he could make 3% from the market today. Although the market is bull, the market was bull today. Okay, that's the good part also. The market was around 1.32%. But under that circumstance, which I'm trying to make is, if you're configuring it little aggressively, you're making around 3.5% during that day. But if you're very conservative, you're just probably making around 0.676%. Why? Because you're using much less breakouts. See, this guy has used 296 breakouts compared to the 91 breakouts who is very conservative. So the point I'm trying to make is, just to give you an idea, the predictive model would basically throw all the breakouts for you, okay, which is something like every day the predictive model is running, and it will throw all the breakouts for you. So let it populate the data. So if you notice, you are looking into all the breakouts with the trading day, the stock which you are trading, whether it should be a buy or a short. It is giving a current price and a target price. It has its own intelligence built in to tell you which one should be the first to go. So if you take a look at the entire thing all the way down for today, which was January 18th, there were 435 breakouts. But does it mean that the investor is using all? No, not at all. It all depends, again, as I told you, on the thresholds, uh, the amount of cash utilized, what is the threshold, what is the risk tolerance he's taking, and all sorts of stuff. So although there are a lot of opportunities, but depending on the individual's configuration pattern, the breakouts gets utilized. So the first guy in this case, he wants to use the entire cash. But the second one, or the second option is as the market continues, so say if he's using 70% and out of which his incremental is only 10%, so every for the next 7 days he'll be using 10% of the cash. But then there is another one who is more conservative. He wants to go with the market. Only when the market is bull, he will use 10% of it. So the point I'm trying to make here, you can be as conservative as you want to, you can be as aggressive as you want to, and the results would be also different. And that's exactly what I have tried to demonstrate here.